Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I got 12 o'clock on the hour, so we will go ahead and jump into it, get started. Happy New Year's. Let me do a quick mic check. Can everyone hear me and see my screen okay?
Yes, Adam, we can hear you. And I see you're going to be sharing right now. Yep, got it.
Perfect. All right. Thanks again, guys, for hopping on. This is our new hire training call. We do one of these monthly. We do have a little bit of some bonus information in here as far as some of the new promos that are going to be announced today and rolling out very shortly. So you guys will get kind of a sneak peek of that new info. My name is Adam Peterson. I'm the account manager for Chicago, Central Illinois, some of the St. Louis market as well. And I host these nationwide training calls every single week. We hit a different topic each week, but we do dedicate at least one Monday per month to new hire training. As I know, staffing is always kind of hopping on board, so we want to make sure you guys are well prepared. So a lot to get through, so I'm going to hop right into it. Our agenda will go over some promotional updates, a little bit about Boost for those of you that are brand new. We'll talk about some of the sales portal best practices, some rate plans and promotions, gurus, BYOD, Boost Shield, Boost Up, Smile and Dial, and branding, merchandising, dress code, which is going to be important as auditors start to come out from Dish in January. All right, so let's start with a sneak peek for our promotional update. Again, these will all start on January 8th. I know your Boost side is going to be blitzing this week and the third week of the month for these promos. But the thing we want to start with, I guess, is family plans and add-a-lines. So we want to get better on offering the 3 for 100. Yes, we had the 3 for 90 plan. Personally, I've always been coaching my doors, stick with 3 for 110, because even on that 3 for 90, when your customer initially signs up, you're signing up on the 3 for 100. So it's a $10 discount. Whereas a 3 for 110 is much, much more profitable for your door. So we want to get better at offering that 3 for 110 plan. As a fallback, yes, you could sell the 3 for 90, but again, it's a little confusing there. When you sign them up, you're to select 3 for 100 and they get a $10 credit month 2 and thereafter. My advice to you, stick with offering that 3 for 110 plan. It's much more profitable for you guys as dealers and dealer reps on this call. So 3 for 90 is a great traffic driver, but if that plan goes away, you know, you guys are going to remember that 3 for 110 offer. Let's start with 3 for 110 every time and fall back if needed, if a customer's giving you some pushback. You always want to sell as a new hire, you always want to sell top down. So that's basically means starting with the highest revenue driving offer and working your way down from there. You don't want to start with the lowest offer, because what happens if you start low, like say you start on a $35 plan, for example, then you try to sell them, oh, well, do you want a 50? Do you want a 60? If you've put that in their mind, something as low as 35, that's what's going to stick with your customers. So you always want to start on the highest offer, which gives your customers the most features with their plans, and drive your sales that route. They're going to look at you as an expert in your field. So what you're offering them is going to be very sticky, and you're going to be able to convert those sales to what you're pitching as you win the customer over and get them to buy into not only our products, but you as their sales reps. Keep in mind the Boost BOGO eligible devices, the K51 and Samsung A21. These will be mix and match on January 8th. So if your store doesn't have a lot of LG K51s or Samsung A21s, please go ahead and put your orders in for those for today so you are well stocked. Then on our add-a-line promo devices, we have the $5 CoolPad Legacy, the $10 Samsung A10e, the $15 LG Monarch, and then there's going to be 2 devices at a $25 price point for add-a-lines. That's your Samsung A11 and your CoolPad Brisa. All right, now what I really wanted to get into as far as a sneak peek on the promo is this brand new plan that's going to come out starting January 8th. It's called the Power Bundle. Personally, I like this plan a lot because stores historically were really measured on your third month payment, which they still are. They're still measured on your third month payment. But now they're not only getting measured on month 3, but they're getting measured on month 6. So how many customers are going to stick to month 6? Why is this important? Why, for a business, why do you care about this? Well, if you look at what a dealer pays, for example, if they buy a $50 or $60 plan, with how much money they're getting back on a handset. So say this, just to make the math easy, say you're getting an iPhone SE for $100. Let's say that outright cost on that is $500. Well, Dish or Boost is losing $400 just for the price of that device to be subsidized to that low cost. And they're also paying stores commission. So that customer has to stay with us, 10, 11 months to turn a profit. So this is why the longer a customer stays with us, the more profitable they are. And it's really important for the health of our business that we are able to continue to offer great promotions like what we have currently by making sure our customers stay with us as long as possible. Now, to that effect, the Power Bundle. It's coming out January 8th to January 31st. This is a special plan that's going to take advantage of the stimulus money, which I know my wife said she got her check 2 days ago. So I know this money is definitely coming out already. I have not gotten any stimulus money, but hers came in. She's got it. So there is going to be an uptick in January. This is big. This is huge for you guys new to Boost. January is historically a slower month because the holidays are just over. We have Black Friday. We had Christmas. But now we're getting an influx of money into our market with the stimulus checks. So this plan is going to help maximize your offers for this time period. So there's going to be great savings for any new customers who are interested in only paying $40 a month for unlimited plans, but they're going to get everything that's included on a $50 plan. So we're going to be able to get great bundles for our customers. So out the door, your customer's going to pay $240. But he's going to get 6 months of service for that price, right? So you normally that's going to cost you $300. He's only $240 up front. He's going to get 6 months of service and get all the benefits of the $50 plan. So now you know you're going to hit your third month goals. You know you're going to get to 6 months. Unless that customer leaves you, but why would they? Because their bill's already paid. They should be there for that 6 months as well because they've already paid for it. This is huge. And so again, even though we can't guarantee a customer's going to stay for all 6 months, majority of them will because they're going to have peace of mind their bills are already paid, and it's going to have a higher offer engagement. So this plan is awesome. I want to make sure you guys are well versed in it and can start pitching it as soon as it launches on January 8th. All right, so you can bundle a free device with this. Earlier, was there any questions there? And someone, can you please mute your phone if you're not on mute? All right, thank you guys. So actually, looks like the dates changed, right? So this is kind of in the works. My previous slide said January 8th to January 31st. The call is going to be out there today, but now I see it's January 8th to February 8th. This slide I literally got 10 minutes before the call and threw it in here. So this power bundle, 6 months on the $50 plan for $40 a month. You basically got to get a $60 value because you're saving $60 over the course of that 6 months. And it requires a $240 payment to start your service. Any new or port-in customer is eligible. This is not eligible for upgrades. Any new or bring your own device is eligible as long as you're on the expanded data network, the TN network. You cannot be on the old SM network. It has to be on the TN network. And for those of you that are new hires, TN is basically the T-Mobile network. As Sprint and T-Mobile merged, this is our network we're now using. SN is the old legacy Boost network, which we no longer want to push because that is eventually sunsetting. So that's why we want to make sure we're putting all our customers on this TN network. This plan is a combination with promo pricing for the $50. And there's some confusion here, so let me clarify. And $60 iPhone SE at $99.99, iPhone 7 $49.99. So what that means is this is basically for $50 plans. The iPhone SE, typically to get that $99 price, has to be on a $60 plan. What they're saying is even though this is going to be what you get on a $50 plan, they will give you that iPhone SE at $99.99 for this promo. All right? So I know that's confused. There's been confusion in the market on that so far, so I want to make sure you guys are clear on that.
Adam, maybe just one thing to highlight here is that initially that those devices have to be activated on the $80 plan, and on the month 2, they will be moved over to a $50 plan.
100%. Yep.
Cool.
So this is kind of the next section we're getting to right here. Robert, so if you look at and for everyone, if you look at the eligible plans, the $50 unlimited plan on the Enhanced Data Network is what their customers are going to get. But to Robert's point, the initial customer activation must be on the $80 plan. So let's go through the rules, how it's done. The customer has to be activated in the $80 plan in the sales portal. Boost will migrate the customer to the $50 unlimited plan by month 2. The customer will contribute $240 of airtime. Boost Mobile will add a $50 credit on their account for months 2 through 6. Account must be single line month 1, so you can only do 1 line to start on this plan until it's moved to a $50 plan in month 2. So what does that mean? This is a single plan offer until month 2. Once month 2 hits for your customers, they can do a $30 add-a-line to this plan. In month 2, the accounts can start or join a family. If a secondary line wants to add, they just apply it to the primary balance. And also very important, the customer must add additional funds for value services such as insurance at point of sale. So, you know, if we're doing protection on the device, you got your $240 plus your price of protection, your $7 a month for those first 6 months. Again, keys to remember here on this plan: activate on the 80, collect $240 for 6 months of service, collect any additional money needed for value-added services like protection, like international calling to Mexico, whatever that may be. All right, any questions before I move on? All right, for time's sake, I have the answers here highlighted for you guys. I want to give you some common questions and answers here. So how many months of services are included for a single line of customer on the power bundle paying $240? It's 6 months. What plan in the sales portal must be selected to properly process the power bundle? It's the $80 prepay, $240 for 6 months. In month 2, how much does it cost for service to add a second line to a customer that has the power bundle? $30. Question 4, to add Boost Shield for the full term of the power bundle, how much additional should the customer pay up front? $42, right? That's 7 times 6. $7 a month for 6 months, $42. Question 5, customers that choose the power bundle qualify for all device discounts such as add-a-line and port-ins. True or false? That is true. Question 6, customers on the power bundle must remain as a single line plan for the first full month and then can add additional lines after month 2 begins. That's correct. You got to wait till month 2 for those additional lines. Customer 7, customers can activate on the SN network and still qualify for the power bundle promotion. That is false. Has to be the TN network, which is your new SIMs. Last question, is the iPhone SE eligible to the port-in promotion on the power bundle? Yes, it is. Typically, that requires a $60 plan, but there is an exception. The iPhone SE promo price will qualify on the power bundle plan. All right, I'll give it a couple seconds if there are any questions on the power bundle plan before I hop into the new hire training spotlights. Okay, so Boost 101, sales portal. You guys got to get used to this and know this like the back of your hand. The screenshot you see up here, if you're online right now, shows what your sales portal looks like in today's world. The big things you're going to look at is any alerts and news. Of course, if there's anything that's changing, it'll be highlighted in a big box in yellow. You want to read those every single day. And then on your quick links, you want to look at your device pricing, the buzz, your current promotion, has your device specs up there, your trainings, and your alerts and news. So one of the main things you're going to look on when you're in quick links is PIC eligibility check. What that is your port-in check for eligibility, right? So your port-in credit eligibility tool, rather. So if you click on that link, you put the customer's phone number in, it'll be very easy to tell if that customer is eligible to port to Boost and get port-in pricing. What's important for you to know is customers must not have been on Boost for 120 days in order to qualify for port-in pricing. So this keeps away gaming of customers switching. I'm going to port to Boost and get a great deal on an iPhone in January. Then in February, I'm going to port to Metro, get a great deal on an iPhone in February. In March, I'm going to port back to Boost, get a great deal on an iPhone in March, and now I'm going to sell all these old iPhones and make money. Well, that hurts the industry. It hurts every business. And so you'll see almost all prepaid carriers are aligned in this 6 months now in order to be port-in eligible, which is 120 days. So your customers have to be away from Boost for at least 120 days in order to qualify for that port-in. Another link you're going to use a lot is your handset upgrade eligibility check. So again, you just click on the link under quick links and you'll put the customer's phone number in. It'll tell you if they are eligible for your upgrade pricing or if they are not. Now, a customer has to be with Boost over 180 days to be upgrade eligible. So Very important that you're checking that for every single customer to make sure they are fully eligible. And I think I missed. I think I said 6 months for your port-in. It's 4 months. 180 is your upgrade. Port-in is 4 months away. So if I misspoke on that, my apologies. Let me clarify. Port-ins, they have to be away from Boost for at least 4 months. Upgrades, they have to be at Boost for at least 6 months. Another important one for BYOD. BYOD is one of the top priorities for Boost. They've been focusing on the last 3 or 4 months. And we want to make sure you guys know where to find your information here. So you'll see device compatibility checks. Any customer porting into your store, you want to click on device compatibility checks for 100% of port-ins. The goal is 75%. You want to do it for 100%. Anytime a customer is porting in, just ask them if you can see their phone. You're going to click on device compatibility check, enter the serial number. It'll say BYOFD. That stands for bring your own foreign device. So a device that's not from Boost already. And when you check it there, it'll tell you if it is eligible for a BYOD sale or not. If it is, that's great. The next step is going to be to make sure the device is unlocked. And on this slide, which all of your account managers have, it has all the details of how to request the unlock from like Verizon, Cricket, or any AT&T MVNOs, Metro, T-Mobile, all that good stuff. So if you're not able to get a screenshot of this on the call, just ask your account manager with DCI to send you a copy of this deck. They all have it in their emails right now, and they can forward it over to you. Our main rate plans that we look to sell, our bread and butter, is our $50 and $60 rate plans. So this is what you guys are going to want to offer to the majority of your customers. On the $50 rate plan, you can do an add-a-line for $30 a month. So again, when we started this call off, we talked about selling the 110, right? That's 3 for 110. So 50 for line 1, 80 for 2 lines. 3 lines is $110. You could do a 4th line for $140, and you could do another 30 for a 5th line if you wanted to. You can go up to 5 lines per family plan. On the $60 plan, it's $40 for each add-a-line. But you can mix and match. You could do a $60 plan with a $30 add-a-line. That is allowed as well. You just won't get all the benefits of what comes with the $60 plan. So that's going to be your bread and butter. This is what you guys are going to sell all day and focus on. When we have these other great offers in, they're fantastic, but these are your home run hitters all day, every day. They do have some very low-end plans, like plans as low as $10, $15, $25. So this is something we never had in Boost until we merged with Dish. And what this really lets you do is compete against those Walmart brands, like your Straight Talks or your Track Phones of the world, where if a customer, they have to be a BYOD, they're bringing their own device over, they can get a plan as low as $10 a month. It's got unlimited talk text, only 1 gig of data, so not a lot of data on that. A $15 plan, unlimited talk text, only 2 gigs of data, and $25 plan, unlimited talk text, 5 gigs of data. So those plans are great for maybe your older customers who they just need to make calls, but they're not really going to be on the internet, or maybe for someone who's got Wi-Fi at home when their kids are little, so they're not going to be traveling, but they want them to have a phone. Those are great options to keep a customer from walking out the door, but you obviously want to sell your higher end plans. Other plans that have recently launched to our rate plan is a $35 unlimited talk and text 10 gigabyte plan, as well as a shrink it plan, which is $45 a month. And after 3 on-time payments, that drops down to $40. After another 3 on-time payments, so after 6 payments, it drops to $35. So for every 3 months, your bill drops $5, and it caps out at $35. And that one does give the unlimited talk, text, and actually 15 gigs of data, whereas if you just start at that $35, you only get 10 gigs of data. The family plans, they also have some affordable family plans made easy. You can go 2 lines for only $60 a month, 3 lines for $90, 4 for $120. Those all cap at 12 gigs. The price is nice there, but as far as comp goes, I would still stick to the $50 plan and your $30 add-a-lines. Just want to make sure you know everything that is in your arsenal. More tools in your toolkit, the more sales you're going to make. I want to go through briefly on gurus. So gurus, we typically do a whole half an hour call just dedicated to this, and I'm going to summarize it for you in just a couple of minutes. So I'm not going to dig in as deep, but what it is a sales process that we want to copy and paste for every customer that walks in your door. All right. So the G in gurus stands for your greeting. The greeting is going to set your tone for the whole visit. You want to make sure you're energetic. Say hello right away. Even if you're really busy, you need to acknowledge that customer walking in your door. If you think about a time, if you're at a big box store like a Best Buy or wherever the case may be, and the rep's busy and you're looking around there for 5 minutes and no one's even greeted you, you're gonna be like, I'm out of here, I'm done. Same thing holds true in our world, right? You need to acknowledge them, let them know that you see them, you're there, and you're gonna get to them as soon as possible, even with your busy. And you always want to smile, be energetic. Hey, how's it going? My name's Adam from DCI Mobile. Welcome to Boost. What brings you in today? Just have that enthusiastic greeting, give them a nice smile, and make sure they are happy with the experience they're going to have with your store. Now, after the greeting, you want to get to the U in the sales method, which is the understanding. You need to qualify your customer. This is where you ask as many open-ended questions as possible and as quickly as possible, right? Because you don't want to take all day, but you need to know what your customers like. So a big question for me, oh, hey, welcome to Boost. What brings you in today? Are you here for our promos? I always say, are you here for our promos? Because there's no bad answer to that question. No, I'm just here to make a bill payment. Oh, that's great. We have promotions for our bill payment customers as well. I'm like, oh, really? Everyone's getting a deal. What do you have? Well, how many lines do you have today with us currently? Figure out how many lines they have. Then you can pitch ad line. We have actually a $30 ad line where I can get you an absolutely amazing phone for as low as $10 a month. Normally the phone costs you $150. Is there anyone in your family who might need an additional line of service? So you can kind of see where they're at and what you can pitch. Another one for customer comes in. Hey, welcome to Boost. Are you here for our promos? Oh, I don't know what promos you guys have. Well, who do you have for your carrier right now? Oh, I have Metro. Okay, well, tell me, what don't you like about Metro? Was it your service or was it your device? Oh, I didn't like the service. Okay, ding. That tells me right there. They don't like the service, but they like their device. We can keep that device and maybe use it as a BYOD opportunity. Another great question. Tell me about how you use your phone in your daily life. That's an open-ended question where you're going to find out a ton about your customer, and it'll help guide you to what plan to recommend them to. How many people are in their family? How many people need phones? How much do they watch? Do you watch Netflix, Hulu, or Vudu on your phone? If they say yes, boom, $60 plan all day because I want them to have high-def video streaming and the most data. So those open-ended questions are where you're going to really understand what your customers need. And based off their answers, you get to the R, which is the recommend, and you recommend the solution. Based off what you told me, you watch Netflix and Hulu on your phone. What I recommend, and you like iPhones, and you like a larger screen size, what I recommend is the Pro Max on the $60 plan. You'll have high-def video streaming and have that large screen size that you like. You overcome those objections in that recommend step as well. But don't always go to a free phone. What we don't want you to do is a customer comes in, hey, I'm looking to switch to Boost. Okay, here's our free phones over here. If you think about how many people on our call or how many people you guys work with have free phones, the majority of you don't. So free phones are great as an offer, but if a customer invests in their phone, they're more likely to stay with you guys longer. All right, after your recommend step, you want to upsell. So you want to say, I've listened to all your needs. Now here's a solution maybe they didn't even know they had. So okay, great. I see. Let's say they were going to switch from Metro, but they didn't like their network, but they liked their device. Okay, great. So I understand that you didn't like your service with Metro, but you like that device. We can get you on a great Boost nationwide network, and we can keep that phone you're with right now. I got it here in my hand. Thanks. I see you don't have a screen protector on here. We can get you a screen protector. We can get you a case on here as well. And then do you have any family internationally? Do you do any international calling too? Okay, great. We can add that on there also. So that your upsell is where you're going to bundle in your accessories or anything you might have missed in your sales process. The S in Gurus is your service. Again, this is where you earn the customer's business for good, not just today. This starts at the very beginning of your call. As soon as that customer or your visit, as soon as that customer walks into your store, that's where your service starts with that greeting, smiling, acknowledging them, telling me with them as soon as possible, and then through your whole process of understanding their needs, recommending a solution, upselling them to make the most value of every opportunity, and give them that service throughout. Have them go to your Facebook page, give you a like for your store. Make sure you program your store's phone number in their phone. So if they have an issue, they call you directly. There's a lot of Boost stores out there. You want to make sure they always come back to you for your needs. Any question on the Guru selling method? All right, so we touched on BYOD briefly before. Again, just want to make sure you guys are all over this because it is a huge priority. So any non-Boost phone that comes into your store, you need to check that ESN in the device compatibility check tool every single time. So that's what I say for port-ins. What I train my doors is every time a customer comes at the port-in, to say, hey, do you mind if I see your phone? I want to check and see all the offers you're eligible for. So I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to pitch them a BYOD, but if I have that device in hand, I can go to the device compatibility check and see if this is even eligible. So this is going to tell me, is this a conversation I should have with them? Or if it's not eligible, okay, no big deal, it's not eligible. I'll go on and pivot to my other opportunities. But why is it so important to do 100% of the time? Well, if a device is not eligible for a BYOD port in, Boost gets this information every single month. So if they see a phone pop up on here, 50, 100, 200 times, it's not eligible, they're going to change their rules and add that device to the lineup. There's new phones added every single month. So it's really important you guys check the device compatibility tool with every BYOD opportunity, every bring your own device opportunity. So you're going to check the ESN in the compatibility tool. Then you want to insert an inactive, not active, TN SIM into the phone to see if it's currently locked. So if you put that TN SIM into that phone that's a BYOD and it shows it's locked, that's when you have to go through your unlock steps, which again, we have the numbers for Verizon, Cricket, AT&T, Metro, T-Mobile, all that stuff in the deck for you to contact to request a device unlock. So after you can attempt the unlock, you can move forward, and then you need to update the APN settings for Android devices and update the carrier if it's an iPhone. So to update the APN settings, which is really important, you just have to go into settings, connections, mobile network, access point names. That's what APN stands for. Access point names. Press add, and then you enter the APN data, which his name is boost.data for the APN, and make sure your other codes are correct in there. Those should automatically load for you. But those steps are in here. I won't dive too much into detail for them. But the steps are provided for you guys to update your APN settings. And for iPhones, you want, if the carrier does not show Boost Mobile, under settings, general about carrier, you have to check the following. Make sure your iOS software is 13.3 or higher if it's a 6S or newer. If it is a 6, which there's not many of those out there anymore, it has to be 12.4 or newer. All right. So again, some great questions on selling BYOD. What are you going to do with your old phone? So even if a customer, this is great for like an existing Boost customer upgrading, right? What are you going to do with your old phone? This Boost customer comes in, they upgrade their phone, they went from an iPhone 7 to an iPhone SE. What are you going to do with your old phone? Oh, nothing. I'm going to just hold on to it. Well, you can actually use that phone as an add-a-line and get another line of service for only $30 a month that will share with your current rate plan. Again, that's provided they're on a $50 or $60 plan. So you can pitch add-a-lines utilizing BYOD on that old phone that they upgraded, right? So they started with a 7, they went to an SE, then you can, which is fine, that's your upgrade sale. Then you can pitch that 7 as a BYOD opportunity for the second line. Other questions, are you bringing a number from another carrier or getting a new number? The phrase that pays, again, that we mentioned multiple times, are you here to switch to Boost using your current number? What do you not like about your previous provider? Was it the service or the phone itself? All right, real quickly, just want to touch on Boost Shield for you guys. So Boost Shield is $7 a month, covers lost, stolen, destroyed. I'm a huge advocate in making sure that we put protection on every customer's phone. And you notice I always call it protection instead of insurance because people don't like paying for insurance, but they do like to have their phone protected. So for $7 a month, I recommend to keep it on there until they're at least upgrade eligible. And once they're eligible for an upgrade, they can take it off and get a new phone. But most phones break within those first 60 days, to be honest with you. So let's make sure you don't get a phone and you break within the first 2 months. You come back in, oh, sorry, it's full price. What's going to happen then? They're going to leave and go to another carrier. They have protection on there. They will stick with you and be good to go. You can do 2 claims for every year. You have 60 days from incident to file a claim. And when you make a payment, you can get it, as long as you do it before about 11 p.m., you get that phone by the very next day. They'll ship it to you right away. So it's an awesome, awesome option to have for your customers. And there are great things in there. You get antivirus included with it, remote lock and wipe. So if your phone's lost, you can lock it. If you provide information there, you can wipe it. There's phone stream on there. So if you can't find it, say it's stuck in the cushion of your couch, it'll blast an alarm so you can find it even when the phone's on silent, and you can locate and track that phone. So if it is stolen, you can go online, see where it's at, and hopefully go get it back. So I'm a big fan of protection on devices, only $7 per month. Boost Up is another product you guys need to know about. It's offered to our most loyal customers who've been with Boost for 12 consecutive on-time payments. So for those customers, we give them a high-end device with only little as $1 down. So there's 3 down payments amount that customers could pay. It depends on what device they go with. It's either $30, $15, or $1. Devices above $600 will require larger down payment. But what it does is you can finance a device like a postpaid store, if you think about it, where you pay your down payment, your $1, $15, or $30, and then you just have a little bit of a monthly payment added to your bill each month, and there is no credit check available and very little out of pocket. So very great opportunity for you guys to sell Boost Up. It is only eligible for primary and individual lines. Lastly, wanted to talk a little bit about Smile and Dial. So if any of you guys are new to Boost, Smile and Dial is part of the marketing program. You guys should be making 10 calls per day. So if you ever have downtime, what you should not be is on your phone watching YouTube or chatting with other stores. You should be making your Smile and Dial calls. This is great to increase your second and third month retention, improve your relationship with the customer. It separates yourself because the customers are going to feel like you care about them from as the dealer. You're going the extra mile. You can sell referrals, sell new ads, sell add-a-lines, and it really helps get you to 80% for your 3MR because you're going to know when these customers' bills are due, so you can drive that traffic back into your door. So how to get started with Smile and Dial? You go into Elevate, click on Outbound Calls, and Call Manager. You'll see how many leads you have. You'll see a welcome call and an optimization call, a retention call that you can reach out to and call these customers. What's really important is that you guys are calling and entering a PIN code for every number and hanging up between every call. What we see some stores doing is they're going in here, they're making their calls, they disposition the call on the phone, which is like, let's say a customer didn't answer. You hit pound, option 1, didn't answer. Then you have to disposition on the bottom of Griffin, option 1, customer did not answer. When you hit pound, the phone will tell you dial the next number. Well, you need to hang up and start again because the rules are all in here. And if you are new to a store, you do have to take Smile and Dial training where there is a whole class just dedicated to this. But you basically have to dial an 800 number. Then after that, you have to enter your campaign ID. You have to enter your PIN, and then you enter the customer's number. That way it's scrubbed against the do not call list to make sure there is no violation because it is a huge violation if you do not follow the correct rules. It can be as much as $10,000 fine per occurrence. So that's why you need to make sure you're doing the calls the right way. This is a huge advantage we have at Boost that other dealers do not have. Other carriers, Metro doesn't have this, Cricket doesn't have this, and we have it. So I can look up a customer who's, say, been with Boost 4 or 5 months, and I can call them and say, hey, this is Adam over at DCI Mobile. You got your phone from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call. Check and see how is your service working. Everything good? They'll say it's good. If they have an objection, I'll overcome it. I'll say, okay, what's going on? I'll help them out. Then I'll pivot. Hey, by the way, we have a great New Year's promotion going on right now. You can actually add a line of service and get a $150 device for as low as $15 or $30, whatever the price point you guys are selling. And I show them that high value and then give them that low value. Is there anyone in your family who might need a line of service today? If they say yes, great, let's go to an appointment. What day works better for you? Thursday or Friday? And I'll get that appointment scheduled. I'll write it down, make sure I follow up with that customer if they do come in. But this is highly, highly productive. I stress you guys use this. It is awesome. All right, I guess I did have one last piece, the merchandising. So anyone who's new, what's really important for you guys as employees, you have to have a Boost branded shirt or a plain shirt with a name tag on. If you're wearing a jacket or a sweater and it's cold out right now, make sure that you have that lanyard so it is visible to your customers. You can go to spggoods.com if you need more lanyards. Employee name can be written on the tag. Clothing cannot be torn or have loud or offensive graphics. We obviously want you to wear a Boost shirt for sure. SPG branded polo, t-shirt, hat, etc. Dual branded handset with if it has like say a Motorola or LG and Boost, those are fine as well. Pants, jeans, shorts, skirts, and capris, those are okay. Just no open-toed shoes. Why is this important? Well, it's always important because you want to look professional at your job, but also they're doing audits this month. So we don't have someone coming in and you fail your audit because you are not dressed as an appropriate store representative. On top of that, there are requirements for your store. So more important than ever, if you guys don't have the Amped Merch, AMPD space MERCH, Amped Merch app, you can download that on your phones. That's going to show you where all your merchandising should be. It has the price tags, everything's on there. So you can make sure you have all your posters in the right place. You don't have any expired material out. You don't have expired price strips. All that is going to be for you in that Amped Merch app. Again, important you guys do this today, as auditors will be coming around in January. Want to make sure you guys are well prepared. All right, that is all I got at that point. At this time, I will open up for any questions. Do we have any questions on the call? All right, well, thank you guys so much for hopping on, and I'll chat with you soon. Thank you.